It's now time for NRG This Week. NRG stands for Network Referral Group. To learn more about NRG, go to their website, nrg.online. It's now time for another episode of NRG This Week.
Hey everybody, I'm Leon Thomas here with Mike Weiner. Welcome to another episode of NRG This Week. Mike is the founder and CEO of Network Referral Group. To learn more about NRG, check out their website. That's nrg.online. You can also contact Mike directly. His email is mike@networkreferralgroup.com. And send him a text. His mobile number, 443-756-9656. Mike, how you doing?
Leon, I am doing super duper today on Wednesday. How are you?
All is rocking groovy. It's a great Wednesday. I've got some great things going on the next couple of days in our racquetball program. You know, we talk about a lot here on the show, racquetballrevival.com, the largest youth racquetball program in the country. We have our Senior Recognition Day coming up this Sunday, August 17th, the Northeast Regional Rec Center. So a lot of things going on planning for that. Looking forward to we're having a great day with our kids there. We have a guest speaker there, Pastor Dane Caraway, the pastor of Church at the Well in Towson, Maryland, will be our guest speaker, and we're gonna have Izzy Patoka there, County Council member Izzy Patoka will be there. Council President Mike Ertel is providing some Baltimore County proclamations for the seniors. It's going to be a great day. Looking forward to it.
I'm so proud of you, what you've done. That is absolutely awesome, Leon. You and I go back a minute and a half, and you know what? I mean, to put this racquetball together like this, it's amazing. You should be super proud, and I know you're affecting lives of all ages because all ages play racquetball, right?
We all
All ages.
play. We all play. We've got old guys like me that play. We we still play. So Mike, you got some big things coming up here in September and definitely something big in October. What's happening big in September and late August too? Something happened in late August. Fill us in on everything that's going on.
I tell you what, September 12th, believe it's 4 weeks from this Friday, we have the 2025 NRG Fall Extravaganza. And Leon, she was here on NRG this week, about 2 months ago. Dr. Oz is going to be talking about love. And you know what? It reminds me of that Burt Bacharach song, What the World Needs Now is Love, Sweet Love. And we need more of that in this whole world, Leon. And she's our keynote. We got corporate sponsors. We've sold 7 sponsorships in the last week, and it's a very minimal charge. Reach out to me. You'll see my number here in a minute. But I tell you what, you want to be there. We're going to have breakout rooms. We're going to have networking. You're going to meet so many people. Generally, we have over 100 non-NRG members. We're taking the roof off, Leon. We're going for 200 this time. October, I'm getting married. I know the women are going to be running around in counseling that they didn't scoop me up, but it's all good. Tanya and I are super excited about that. That's October 18th. Not that I'm counting down. It's approximately 66 days, 1 hour and 50 minutes, and we are excited. And Leon Thomas Group they're going to be videoing this. It's going to be so freaking cool. I'm so excited. October 18th, Tanya and I get married. We tie the knot. We both have been married before. This is our second and final wedding, and we love each other very much. And I won't get too soapy, Leon, but you've talked to Tanya, and you know the love we have. What's in
Yeah.
August, though? I'm curious. What did I
The
forget
the,
in
the
August?
college students, August
Oh, the
26th
college
with
students. Oh my God.
yeah.
There's so much going on. I gotta organize it my Rolodex in my brain. Stephen Green and I are launching a huge initiative to work with high school and college age. Steve wanted me to say that high school and college age um, to help them with the resume, help them get a job. We're looking to help 10,000. You heard me right. A lot of zeros, 10,000 entrepreneurs launch their own business. This is the day of the entrepreneur, Leon. We've seen tons of them. They come through NRG and we help blow their business up. So
Yeah.
reach out to me. There's a lot going on. If you're a student, if you're a professor, reach out. We'll talk about it. Come to the extravaganza. You do not want to miss it. Dr. Roz is going to give a riveting speech on love, and we need more love. And then in October, Mike Weiner ties the knot with the beautiful, the amazing Tanya. And we're both very excited about that. And
Yeah. Well, let's
your,
I'm going to
your
start my
organization is
comments
going to be videoing it.
with
What's up?
that with the wedding, right? Number one, thank you for the opportunity to be a part of your wedding and video it.
Absolutely.
And folks, what the final piece, what you're going to see is going to be along the lines of what you would see on television when a king or queen gets married. That's what you're going to see. The finished product will look something like that, and it will be something that everyone will want to watch forever. Mike, you and Tanya will have it as a great memento of your wedding. Look back on every anniversary, or when you start fighting each other, just turn on the video to say, hey, look at what we remember October 18th. So thank you for the opportunity to do that. We
You're very
appreciate it
welcome.
and we're looking forward to it. Then in September, the extravaganza. Listen, folks, you want to be there for this. Particularly if you're watching this and you're not an NRG member, you want to be here at the extravaganza. And Mike, they're still using it's your Zoom code. Is that how everyone gets into the
We absolutely
extravaganza?
using my Zoom, which is on the
Right?
screen 367 333 9689. There's no
Yep.
password. Absolutely. It's going to be a great
Yeah.
event. Leon
It's
will
gonna
be
be
there.
great. And
You're
we'll
going to
have
see
some
the NRG
breakout
fight
rooms.
song.
Yes, yes, we'll have that. And folks, we'll actually play the NRG fight song here in a couple minutes during our break. And then August, what's that, 26, you and Dr. Green, right, are
Oh, yeah,
kicking
yeah, yeah.
off.
We're going to be doing an event on my Zoom, bringing
Yeah,
people together, and there's going to be all
yeah,
kinds of incentives for people to refer people in. It's going to be a collaborative event. Leon, I was on a Zoom with a guy today. His son interviewed at like 100 companies. This is insane. We've got to help these young folks out. And I've got two boys in their 20s, and I'm all about impacting the next generation. I don't want to leave this earth, check this out, Leon, with the music still inside of me. I heard that long time ago at an Amway meeting when I was doing Amway back in my 20s. So it's three
yeah,
and a half decades ago. But you don't want to live, you don't want to die with the music inside you. And part of
right,
the music in Mike Weiner's heart is helping the next generation because we need to train these kids and adults so that they can take over. I mean, Leon, at one point, someone's going to be running NRG this week. You're not here. I'm not here. It might be our kids. So I
right.
don't know. Be interesting. There's a thought. In 100 years from now, in 3025, what's going to be going on at NRG this week? I don't know.
Yeah. We've gotta you're right. I agree with you in investing in the younger generation. And there, as you know, we have college students and high school students that work with us here at the Leon Thomas Group. And one of the things I noticed, particularly from the college students, is that some of the universities and colleges are working with them on how to write a resume, right? They're doing that, but they're not spending time on interview skills, and they're not spending time on networking and just general communication, right?
Yes,
I mean,
you're
and
right.
I'm talking like simple things like someone sends you an email and you respond 5 days later saying, I'm just seeing this. No, you mean you just checked, right? And now you've lost out on an opportunity because it took you so long. And then I don't care what business you're in, you are connected to sales somewhere along the way. And you just lost the sale because you didn't respond in a timely manner. That's just one example of things
Good
that
point.
they're not learning in formal education that you and Dr. Green and others are going to be working with the high school and college students. They're going to get some of this stuff. So, man, I am excited about everything that you have going on, Mike. I am so excited. And one more thing. I remember the extravaganza. I don't know how long ago it was at Ruth's Chris, Pikesville. Well, you needed to get the room quieted down and you said, Leon, go. And I turned it up, da, 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 and the room went
You had them in a split second quiet. My voice don't go that loud. It doesn't, it don't, it won't. But Leon Thomas with this big from the diaphragm, he just shut that thing down. Just like Black Eyed Peas in their song, I got a feeling at the end we'll shut this place down. That's what Leon did. He shut it down.
right on. So, Mike, let's talk about NRG University. Right? We're going to
Yes.
be NRGU is going to go live soon. Right? We have some educational pieces that are ready to go up there. But let's give our audience today kind of a preview as an example of you teaching some things that would be a part of NRG University. Folks could watching this show could actually use and take away and start using. So I'll lead us through the topics. Let's try to see if we can get two or three of them in. Cool.
Sure
All
thing.
right. So
Absolutely.
the first one is this, Mike, as it relates to sales. I know that at every NRG meeting, you play what's called pinball, right? You play pinball. What does pin in pinball stand? Don't go any deeper. Just let everyone know what pin stands for in pinball.
Great question. So the P in pinball is power partners. Power partners are industries that refer you to your end client. You cannot have enough of them. That's something we're very good at helping you with. The I is industries. We break it up two ways: industries you've recently sold and industries you would like to get into. The N is named accounts. That's specific companies. If you know you do well with mortgage companies in Maryland, Google mortgage companies in Maryland, top five. Bring those names to the meeting. When you ask for them, you're not going to generally get a direct hit, but someone may say, well, I know CFG Mortgage over in Owings Mills, Maryland. The purpose is to brainstorm. That's the pinball
Yes.
oversimplified, Leon, for you.
Yes, that's it. Now, what I'm finding is everybody listen here. This is key to increasing your sales, right? Power partners. Who refers people to you and who do you refer people to? Right? I'm retired from the hotel business, still do some consulting in the hotel world. Met with a hotel sales department today and I asked them, "Who are your power partners? Who are your referral partners?" And they went, "Huh? What?" I said, "Yeah, who sends business to you and who could you use to help close a deal?" And the example I gave was someone comes into you and they need rooms for a wedding. You tell them about the floor. It's a tuxedo shop. The friend you have that runs a dress shop. You become the source for everything. You've got power partners that you can refer people to. Power partners, industries, named accounts. Everyone in sales should know these. And so, Mike, let's do this. Let's just say I'm in the hotel business again. All right, let's just say. And you met me when I was in the hotel
I
business. That's
did.
when we met,
Mm,
right? So it's not
I
a
did.
far-fetched example, right? So here's what I want
Yeah.
you to do. Guide me through how to know who my power partners, the industries are, and named accounts. Kind of teach me, give me some questions using me as the hotel sales director, kind of as the mock that we're doing here in a role play.
So I'm going to assume you're brand new in the hotel industry. So, Leon, one of the things about NRG is we identified power partners. So far to date, what are the exact industries that have been referring business to your hotel?
Well, we get a lot of reservations from travel agencies, right? We get a lot from there, and we also get folks from transportation venues, like at the help desk at the airport and the train station. We get a lot of calls from them.
All right, so let me ask you. I hear you loud and clear. Have you considered folks? I think we had Lozelle in here before. Destination weddings. You mentioned travel agents, so something very similar. Destination weddings. That would be one I would encourage you to pursue. The other are transportation companies. I have a transportation company that just joined NRG, and they're going to be taking people from the hotel to the wedding and then back. And the folks that don't want to drive late at night, there's going to be another spot. They're going to pick them up and take them back. So, have you considered destination wedding organization companies and transportation companies?
I haven't. That's a great idea. This is
Oh,
very helpful. Thank you. Yeah, this is gonna help me. Thank you.
no, you're very
Yeah,
welcome.
yeah.
The other one, what about car rental companies like Enterprise? Because people are renting cars, they're driving from Atlanta to Baltimore or vice versa. Have and that's a little bit of a unique one. It may be too late in the process, but it's still worth having those people. Have you considered, like companies like Enterprise Rental Car?
Yeah, that another great example, great partnership we should have, even with the local enterprise that's, it's right up the street from the hotel, right? I should have a relationship with Mike. This is good stuff. Seriously, it's good stuff. Yeah,
There's one more because we're in Baltimore. We have the convention center. They just had Legal Shields convention there a couple of months ago. Tanya, I went down and met all the NRG folks. Have you considered network marketing companies that might be staying in Baltimore? They could be staying at your hotel.
again, never thought of it. We've been pretty
Yeah,
much just
yeah.
waiting on the internet to send them to us, but these are three great opportunities you just presented. See, folks, that's the value of understanding pinball, right? But also value of being an NRG member. This type of conversation that just took place. What was that? 2, 3 minutes?
3 minutes.
Mike gave
Yeah.
me 4 ideas in 3 minutes. That's what happens at an NRG meeting. That's what goes on. That's powerful stuff. So now I leave the meeting, Mike, and I go down the street and I talk to Enterprise. I start looking at destination travel companies, right? I start Googling what conventions are going on in Baltimore and contacting those companies. Ta-da! So I get 5 rooms from it, 10 rooms from it, 15 rooms from it. Woo! That's a win. That's a win. Yeah. So Mike, this is good stuff. Thank you, Mike. Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
very welcome.
So here's what we'll
Where
do,
was I
Mike.
when you were doing hotel stuff? I was there. That's
You
where we
were
met at a networking event. Remember in Columbia at 5850 Waterloo Road? That's where my shared office, you were right next door, opening up a hotel. And
yeah.
25 and a half years ago,
Oh,
I walked
that's
up to you
right.
and said, "Hi, I'm Mike Weiner. What's
All
your
right.
name?"
All right.
Right.
Oh, actually, I remember that line you used. You said, "I'm Mike, and I've been wanting to meet you."
I think I did. I heard
Yeah.
about you and I knew
Yep.
the hotel was opening, and
Right.
I think we wound up
That's
meeting at
right.
your hotel for the NRG meetings, and I helped you
Yeah.
close a
Yeah.
huge, what was it,
Right.
$261,000
Two
deal,
hundred
something like that.
$275,000. It helped me
Wow, it's
close the
amazing.
deal because you introduced me to the person that I've been trying to get in touch with for weeks.
Great stuff. I love doing it.
Great.
Well, you and I created a friendship right away. I mean, it
Yeah.
was just natural, very
Right.
natural.
So let's do this. We're going to take a quick break and play the, what do you call it? The NRG
I
anthem,
call it
theme
the
song,
NRG
fight
fight
song,
song.
the
It's
fight
like
song,
back in college, they had a fight song.
fight song, fight. We're going to play that now. Then we come back. And Mike, let's talk about closing the deal when we
I
when we
love
come
it.
back.
We
Another
will talk
educational
about it.
piece. Folks, you're watching NRG this week. I'm Leon Thomas with Mike Weiner. Mike is the CEO and founder of Network Referral Group. To get in touch with Mike, send him a text at 443 756 9656. You can also email him, Mike at networkreferralgroup.com. And to learn more about NRG, go to their website, nrg.online. We'll be right back after the NRG fight song.
More than 25 years ago, Mike Weiner made his start, turning warm referrals into a business art. NRG leaders bring passion and drive. They are committed to helping your business thrive. NRG will help you expand. Attend your first meeting, get 3 referrals in hand. Your network will widen and new paths to success will flow. With every member on your side, your business will grow. New relationships are made on every Zoom, and that extravaganza's when you're placed in a breakout room. One of the keys to getting it done is scheduling a one-on-one. Yeah, NRG will help you expand. Attend your first meeting, get 3 referrals in hand. Your network will widen and new paths to success will flow. With every member on your side, your business will grow. Come ready to play pinball once a week and tell us what you need. Everyone in your group will help you succeed. NRG this week airs Wednesdays at 3. After you join, you get to record a new member spotlight for free. Join one of the many meetings each week. Discover the referrals you seek. The speaker series and university are one of a kind. To learn more, visit nrg.online. NRG will help you expand. Attend your first meeting, get 3 referrals in hand. Your network will widen and new paths to success will flow. With every member on your side, your business will grow. Go to nrg.online.
There you have it, folks. Welcome back to NRG this week. That's the NRG fight song created by the Leon Thomas Group with the help of AI. That's it. So, Mike, Everyone, if you'd like to have a song for yourself, your organization, whatever, if you send me an email, I'll get to hopping on that for you. That's Leon at the leonthomasgroup.com. Email me. Let's get something brewing for you. Let me give another example here, Mike. Check this out. Give me 30 seconds on this one. My aunt is 100 years old.
Wow.
And we created a song for her. I'll just play a portion of it here. Here we go.
And 6 months old, a truly kind and gentle soul. A Ravens fan, her favorite player is Lamar. So many love and admire her from near and far. Martha Thomas, 100 years of laughter, 100 years of grace, a love that makes the world a better place. A life so rich in kindness, a heart so pure and true. Her love and light will forever shine.
Well,
Taylor,
there it
she's
is.
a very distinguished young lady at 100 years and 6 months. Great video
Yeah,
too. I loved it. I
yeah,
love that her
yeah,
favorite player is Lamar. She's a Ravens
yeah.
fan. There
That's
you
right. She
go.
doesn't miss a game. She does not miss a game. That's simple. That's
Awesome.
simple. And of course, you know, I have an uncle that's 101 in 8 months.
It's amazing. It's in your blood. It's in
It's
your
in the
blood. That's
blood.
great.
Yeah. As long as I live right, I guess. So folks, listen, we're here talking about NRG University. And before we went to break, we talked about pinball, Power Partners Industries named accounts. And we gave an example. Mike gave just a perfect example of what happens in an NRG meeting, but also the importance of everyone understanding their power partners, industries, and named accounts. Mike, let's talk about closing the sale now. All right. We'll talk about closing the sale and then we'll do a short piece on how to network. So, give us some tips on closing a sale.
So closing a sale, Leon, has really evolved for me because I've incorporated law of attraction and really being a servant, humble leader to my members. So when I teach them about closing, I say, look, sales is simple. It's find a need and fill it. And if you ask the proper questions, the key is the questions. You need to find out different things about their timing, their budget, what are their expectations of your product and service. But there's three key components in closing a sale. You have to be able to present yourself really well. And I'm talking about you, what you do. You need to be able to present your service or product extremely well with confidence, not over the top, but just really strong confidence and conviction. And then your company, what is your company about? How long have they been there? For instance, NRG, 25-year-old, 6-month-old company. We won an SBA award, Small Business Administration, in 2008. We've been recognized by other organizations. We've pivoted from doing live meetings to Zoom meetings. We've gone from a local to local, national, and international, thus the growth. We've expanded. We have a virtual assistant now, Tanya. We have a director of networking, Lori Lundeen. So we've expanded. We've gone beyond just Mike Weiner being the face. But if you have the right product or service, you have the right company, and maybe your company, but you need to be able to sell it just like I demonstrated a minute ago, and then yourself. If there is a chink in the armor in any of these three, you're not going to pick up as many sales as you want. Sales, though, Leon, people come to me all the time. Mike, I need to make more money. And I go, do you really want to make more money? And they go, yes. And I go, you need to serve more people. It's that simple. We don't need to complicate it. If there are certain objections coming up over and over again, you are not properly addressing them up front. Sales is, I had someone come today, and normally people join right away. She wasn't quite ready. And I said, look, I don't want to pull you in, because if you pull someone in, it's not the way you want to do it. They could walk easily. I said, when you come to the meeting tomorrow, you feel like you'll be ready to jump aboard. And she goes, absolutely. So now, if there's a change in that, I'm going to say, well, I'm confused. Yesterday, you said thus. See how you've got to orchestrate it well. You've got to be on top of those three issues: your company, yourself, and your product or service. And then you should be able to pick up sales. And if you're having trouble, reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to help you out. So, how's that go, Leon?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You've mentioned a lot of things there, and one of the big things that I took away from that is asking the right questions, finding out what the need is, right?
Yes.
Finding out what the need. You have to ask the right questions, and that's even if someone contacts you directly and says, "Hey, I heard good things about you. I'm interested in your product." Sometimes there's going to be more than, all right, good, here's the form, fill it out, let's buy. Right, you've got to make sure you're making sure they understand everything that you do. Finding that need, fulfilling the need, liking you mentioned that early on. They have to believe in you, right? You can have the best product or the best service, but if folks don't believe in you, they ain't buying. It's that simple, right?
Yep. Leon, one thing I want to add, what you just said, someone comes to you and goes, hey, I heard good things about you. I would reply to that, that is awesome. I really appreciate that. Who referred you to me, and what did they say? Because that lets them speak it again out loud and verbalize it. And that is one more step toward getting the sale done, because they're saying what they heard about you, and they're not just they've heard it once, now it's they've heard it again, but from their own lips. And that's
Hmm.
powerful, because they just told you how great you are, or what they heard great about you. That will lead to being able to close the sale, or close the sale, or help them with the right product, or your service.
Yeah, yeah. And also those types of conversations help them to become a referral partner, right? When they know
Exactly.
a lot about you, they can actually help sell you to others, right? So, looking forward to more information on NRG University about sales and about closing the sale. Mike, let's talk about one more topic, and that's how to network, how to respond to those one-on-one introductions and other communications out there when we meet someone. So let me tell you the example that just when this happens to me, I go, "Ugh." And here it is again. "Ugh." With the look too. Wait, can I get a single shot on that? Look at it, it's like,
That's
ugh.
not the look of love. No, it's
Ugh,
not the look of
it's
love.
not the look of love. So, and it happens in two ways. One, someone contacts me, right? And they say, Joe said I should contact you, right? Or a three-way intro, right? Joe and Mary. Joe introduces Mary to me. Okay. And I say, yeah, great, Mary. Let's set up a time to meet each other. And Mary gets on the phone and she says, Leon, I sell widgets. Do you want to buy some widgets? Let me tell you all about my widget company. Do you want to buy some widgets? Do you know anybody who wants to buy some widgets? Well, if you do, see you later. Bye. Done. Right? Or I'm starting to get this more and more on LinkedIn. that folks send me a connection request on LinkedIn with no statement at all. That's a connection request. I want to connect with you. And I do the yes, let's connect. And then an hour later, day later, week later, I get I sell. Do you want to buy? And I'm like, "Man, we ain't even built a relationship yet. We haven't even had a virtual bottle of water. And you've already jumped to the sales. What are you doing? Stop." Arr. Mike, help us out here. How do we handle what should happen in those first introductions and so forth? Guide us along here, please.
So, Leon, when a new member joins, I do 30 intros right out of the gate. So they're going to get busy. I teach them how to respond back to that. But once they're in the Zoom room, I teach them to focus on the other person, ask them questions, ask them who are your power partners? What are the industries you work with? What are your named accounts? You want to focus on the other person. Ask them questions. If I was sitting in front of your ideal client, what would that look like? That's a very thought provoking question. When they say, "Hey, Mike, I'd like to know more about you," you know that you've done it right. And then you can answer their questions. But you want to develop a rapport, you want to develop a relationship, you want to find out mutual power partners. I call this pinball matchmaking. Let's say you're looking for construction and they're looking for construction companies. That's pinball matchmaking. I do that all the time where I set people up from other groups and so forth. But the key is to ask them questions. They're going to ask you questions. Imagine if you had 10, 50, 400 power partners that were out there, you would not have to do any cold calling. And that's really the purpose of NRG. And then the pinball, and then taking out to the one on one. So ask them about them, they'll ask you about you, and then you're all set.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. So you getting to know each other, asking questions about them to get to know more about each other, more about their product, their service, and them, right? And not jumping right into the buy, sell, right? Where does
Leon,
that?
there's yeah, I was gonna say, I didn't mean to cut you off. There's one other thing called form, and a lot of folks have heard about it, but sometimes high school, college, it stands for family, occupation, recreation, and then the M could be money, marketing, or message. So again, form, family, occupation, recreation, money, marketing, or message. If you don't know anything, let's say you just started and you're selling copiers and you'll know the darndest thing about them, just use form and you'll be able to find things. So, hey, you're both Raven fans, or you both like picnics, or you're both family oriented with young children. These are the things you find out on a one-on-one. And what you really want to do, and I have some members trained, Leon, they're going to make sure they give 2 or 3 referrals to that person right away. And I've told members that don't have the referrals, send me a text after the meeting. Hey, I just met with Mary. She's new to NRG. She's looking for lawyers. I'll go in there. I'll copy both of them and go, "Hey, Mary, here's a lawyer you can call. Use my name." And it makes that person edifiable, if that's a word, but it's going to build their attraction with the other person. And they're going to go, "Wow, they reached out to Mike to help me. They didn't have to do that in their busy day." So just wanted to add that quick thing in there about form.
Hmm. Yeah, I like it. And again, those are things where you're going to find common ground, right?
Yes.
Yep, common ground. They just, we're those conversations. Your family. Oh, I have 2 kids also. Oh, mine are the same age as you. You're a Ravens fan, or you're a Steelers fan. What?
Oh, don't even go there. Don't even go there. The
It,
whole rapport is done. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
but there's so many ways to build those relationships. So, folks, please, i- if you're one of those folks who picks up the phone or goes online to a Zoom or whatever, and the first thing out of your mouth is, "Let me tell you all about me," and bye, 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 bye. Just think of this. Just think of this. Mike, I'm going to give a real tight close up on this one. Just think of
Yeah.
this, folks. Arr, arr, don't do it.
Looks
Oh
like an
boy.
offensive lineman for the Baltimore Ravens right there with that face, ready for battle, ready for fight.
We're running
We'd
the
have to play.
ball.
We're passing the ball. Lamar's going to run for a touchdown, and your aunt's going to be so happy.
I like it.
See,
That's
see,
what's
guys,
gonna
see,
happen.
see, I just pulled Leon in. We've been friends for 25 years, but see what I did? I just brought something important to him and made it relatable and showed him I was paying attention, right? So,
See?
yeah, I mean, you can't not pay attention to Leon. He's um you've got to pay attention when you're talking to Leon, absolutely. But you don't want that face that he just did. That will end the bonding right there.
It's over. Yeah. But you see how even, when that shows how you can utilize everything that you've already learned about a person in conversation, lets them
Yeah,
know that you're listening, and people love to know that they're being heard, right? And then when you spit it back, in essence, in ways like you just demonstrated, that helps build a relationship. Then the next time you talk to that person, before you jump into business, hey, how's your aunt doing? Right? Oh, she's probably happy the Ravens won yesterday, huh?
yeah,
Automatic. That's the
goes a long
way.
way.
That's the way we do
Yeah.
things. So, we hope that these tips are helping you. Here soon, you're going to be able to go to nrg.online and check out some other tips there on the NRG University tab page, whatever it is that will be set up there. Now, again, here's Mike's information. You can join a Zoom. Mike's Zoom code 367-333-9689. You can contact him to find out the schedule of NRG meetings. That's Mike at networkreferralgroup.com, or you can send him a text. Don't shoot him a text. Send him a text. Send him a text. 443-756-9656. And to learn more about Network Referral Group, go to their website. That's nrg.online. Now, I'm telling you, folks, listen to me. No, focus in. Listen. I heard today about a major chamber of commerce that's shutting down, that has shut down, they've ceased business. That could be happening in your area. So you're a chamber member or whatever. You need to start thinking about, if your chamber goes under, closes, membership drops, how are you going to network? See, with your chamber, you're only doing it with the people in your neighborhood, right? With Network Referral Group, you're doing it internationally. You're doing it internationally, right? So you live in Baltimore and you want to communicate with folks in California, you can do it here. You live in Texas, you want to communicate with someone in the state of Washington or Maine, you can do that. If you're in Maryland, you want to talk to someone about who has better crabs, Louisiana or North Carolina, you can probably do it right here on NRG, right? So just want to spread that out there. You want to check out NRG, again, go to nrg.online. All right, Mike, we're not supposed to talk sports. We kind of went there anyway. 30 seconds. Give me your Ravens prediction. Whatever you say now is the one you're sticking with the entire season. We're not going to change in October and say, oh, we got injuries, they're winning, whatever. Whatever you
Got it.
give us today on
Well,
Ravens, on the Ravens season is what we're going to go with. What do you got?
I'm going to be really quick. Ravens go 13 wins, 4 losses. They roll over the Chiefs and the Bills. They play the Lions in the Super Bowl and they win 41-21. Watch out for Keaton Mitchell. He's going to be one of the highlights of the Ravens. This guy's explosive behind Derrick Henry. I'm excited. There you go, Leon. That's the
Mike says
season in 43 seconds.
13-4 and a Super Bowl championship over the Lions.
41-21.
I say Ravens make it to the Super Bowl. I say they go 11-6. 11-6 was actually going to qualify them for a wild card because they're not going to win the division with 11-6. They're going to have all road games in the playoffs, and they are going to lose to the Commanders in the Super Bowl.
Wow. What's your score?
Super Bowl score 21-18. Our new kicker misses a chip shot field goal. And everybody, all of Baltimore, all the Ravens fans start, oh, we should have kept Tucker. And this guy's going to have a great year. He's going to miss like one the entire year. Everybody's going to love him. Oh, we didn't need Tucker anyway. We didn't need Tucker. This guy's better. Blah, 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 blah. Then he misses the one in the Super Bowl that could have put it in overtime. Oh, we should have kept Tucker. Should have kept him. That's what I say is happening. So,
Hey, I got a question for you, and then we can wrap. Is Justin Tucker going to play in the league again? I say he'll be with the Steelers or the Browns by the end of the year.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah,
I agree. He will be with one. He will be with the Steelers. I'm with before
I
the
agree with
season
you.
ends. He will
I'm
be,
writing
or
this down too.
he will be, if not the Steelers, he will play somewhere. He will play this year. That's going to happen. So, folks, thanks for watching NRG this week. I'm Leon Thomas with Mike Weiner. Again, go to nrg.online to learn more about Network Referral Group. Mike, always a pleasure being with you here on the show.
Thank you.
Everyone,
Always.
we'll see you next time. Take care.